Hello and welcome to episode 2 of Phixin the Phils. Last time on Phixin the Phils, we simmed our first 13 games. We played one, sim 12, and the Phillies are a surprising 8-5. I was remarking last time that the bats, much to our surprise, came alive. We're scoring pretty well, and we revealed afterwards that it's largely Cameron Rupp and Maikel Franco leading the way. So at this point in the Phillies' real season, much of what I was kind of outlining in the last episode has come true in that the starting pitchers are great. Nola, Eichhoff, Hellickson, Vince Velasquez, who yesterday, for me anyway, threw a 16 strikeout complete game 3-hitter. They've been absolutely off the charts, but the batters and the bullpen have been pretty bad. So why don't we look at what's going on with our bullpen and see if we at least have the right man in the closer's spot right now. The real Phillies at this point have already switched closers. They've given the job to Jeanmar Gomez, I believe. Let's see who's getting the saves for us. Okay, Dalia Hinojosa, a save and hasn't given up an earned run through 6 innings is really nice. Hector Neris, same goes for him. Just the 1 earned run. Who even is our closer? Strumpf yesterday got saddled with a PED charge, so looks like his moment in the sun, his chance to be on an MLB team might be ruined if you're not even going to be able to play for this year's Phillies in the bullpen. You might never make a major team again. So Neris and Hinojosa have the most appearances with the fewest earned runs. I think Hinojosa's probably our closer already. If that's true, I'll keep things as is. No, he's our setup man. Hernandez is getting the closer's job right now, and just like in real life, 12.27 ERA. His ERA off the charts right away because he was blowing saves immediately, so he will be relegated to setup man along with James Russell, who's doing a nice job as the lefty specialist. And Hinojosa, definitely saying his name wrong, but one way or the other, he will be our closer for now. Jeanmar Gomez, I don't know why they have him as a long man up here. He's definitely not got the stamina for it, so I'll swap him into mid-relief there. It looks like if we need a long man, which we actually might this year, I wouldn't be surprised. A bad game for some of these pitchers, even though they're very good. They're young. They don't have the best stamina for a lot of them. Velasquez, Eichhoff, and Nola all below 80. So we might need a long man more often. I might end up calling up one of the rookie pitchers or like a Mark Appel type to be a long man for now, and probably eventually to take Charlie Morton's job as the 5th starter, but that'll probably be later in the season, especially if he keeps pitching like that, a 4.34 ERA. Let's also check if there's anything going on the trade deadline and the trading block right now. I know I have some people on the trading block, but yeah, that's about it. Blanco, Howard, and Ruiz are the only 3 major league players available for trade right now. That normally heats up closer to the All-Star break, and you'll see a lot of players on the block. So I expect to try to trade all 3 of our guys, probably call up one of the young catchers. I don't really know what our plan is at first base right now. Maybe Franco will move there eventually if we can get another third baseman. We'll see. We'll play that by ear. It's easy enough to find a first baseman, but we really need prospects who can hit. And that's not necessarily one of our strengths, but why don't we look in Double and Triple A and see how guys are hitting early on. So, alright, Tyler Green isn't exactly young. Neither is Tyler Henson as far as I know. I don't really know him though. Yeah, Tyler Green's 21, which in this game means he's like 30. Henson's 17, which could be worse. Phelps, Kanzler, Bogasevich. These aren't really the prospects, so to speak. Cody Ashe and Darnell Sweeney aren't hitting so great either, and those are guys that we would probably consider bringing up to actually be hitters off the bench, but looks like it's pretty desperate down there. Maybe in Double-A we'll have better luck. Okay, some of the young guys are actually hitting here, which is good. Brock Stassi is maybe the guy we would want to eventually replace Ryan Howard. He's young, he's 15 in this game, so like low 20s in real life, but he's not hitting amazing. 277. I know it's a very small sample size, but still no home runs. I wonder what his power numbers look like, because that's what's really desperately missing from this Phillies team. Yeah, his power numbers are horrendous. Perkins has been hitting some home runs. He's a young right fielder. I'm sure we could change him to be a first baseman. I won't change people's positions mid-season, but I'll consider it in the off-season. That seems fairly realistic to me. Finally, in Single-A, I don't really know how the minors are being organized. I just have all of that automatically happening, and a lot of it was preset in this roster, so I'm not going to worry about it too much. Yeah, none of the big names, your Roman Quinns and your Roman Quinn's actually hitting okay, but Quinn and Crawford, the kind of guys I was hoping would be really hitting, aren't really hitting so much, so we shall see, but it doesn't look like we have amazing hitters in the minors. We definitely don't have a lot of young hitters on the team. I was really hoping to see Aaron Altair tearing up the minors. Even though he's injured in real life, this roster just starts him out in the minors. I'll leave him in the minors all year. He's one guy we really want to be one of the major bats in this lineup. But right now there's no real protection for Maikel Franco in the middle of the lineup. And that's, while it might not be too bad right now, it's eventually going to catch up with him if he's kind of always the only hitter. He can really get pitched around. So why don't we sim to the 5th of May, and I'll look at whose starts coming up and pick one of those home Mets games to play. And the Phillies just keep winning. 15-5, 16-5. Wow. We've got to be at the head of the AL East right now. Not sure who Valentin is, so I'll just auto fix that. Yeah, this is going to be a short series if we win the World Series in 2016. I might have to redo it with the difficulty turned up if that happens. Let's see what's been going on in the NL East. So we're 5 games up on the Nats, and Atlanta is 3rd, but the Nats are just a game over 500. Looks like the division is horrible this year. The Mets, bottom of the division. I really think they're a World Series team this year in real life. So just as a Phillies fan, happy to see the NL East looking like this. And let's look at how our pitchers have been doing. So our starters, Hellickson, an ERA below 2. Nola, pretty good ERA. I definitely take that. Oh, Hellickson really with the strikeouts too. 39 strikeouts. 41 strikeouts for Charlie Morton, but a bit too high of an ERA. Eichhoff, very nice. And Vincent Velasquez, nice as well. All of our starters are really doing a great job. And Hinojosa has been keeping it up. 10 saves already. Wow, we found our answer at closer. How old is he? 19 in this game, so, early 30s in real life. I will absolutely take that. Let's see if we've been hitting. Franco still hitting 340 now with 6 home runs. Wow, really great job there. And Rupp tearing it up as the catcher, the everyday catcher, hitting 333, so he'll keep that job over Ruiz. I'm really glad to see that. Odubel Herrera, pretty respectable batting average, 4 stolen bases and 2 home runs. I'll definitely take it. And a nice average by our leadoff man, Cesar Hernandez. Also 5 stolen bases is nice for him. So I'm very, very happy with how this team's playing. Everyone's kind of exceeding my expectations. So let's see who our starters should be in the next 3 games, and I'll pick whoever sounds interesting to me. Velasquez is getting the start in the very next game. I will take him after seeing what he did yesterday. And after seeing what he did yesterday, I have to say, I think these pitches are a bit underrated. His fastball was fire, and his off-speed stuff had some tremendous movement. He was fooling everyone and just blazing by people well into the ninth inning. He was well over 100 pitches yesterday. I will definitely play as him. I'm interested to see who the Mets are starting against me, too, because they have quite a few good pitchers in their rotation. What a disappointment. The one pitcher I wouldn't be excited to see here. I don't know how Tyler Skaggs has the starter's job over Steven Matz, too. Maybe Matz got hurt or something, but it looks like they're using him as a long man, and Bartolo Colon as their fifth starter. It wouldn't be right for me to change things around on them, so I'll leave Skaggs in there against Vince Velasquez. And, I mean, this lineup's been doing so well, I don't want to alter it. Darren Ruff's been abysmal in real life. Let's see how he's hitting this year. I might start Ryan Howard over him, even against a lefty. This season, 214, yeah. Slugging 214, jeez. Yeah, I might take away the platoon. And I wouldn't be shocked if the Phillies considered doing the same in real life, because Darren Ruff has been such a disappointment. So I'll throw Howard in there. He's pretty abysmal against lefties, so I'll swap him down in the order a few spots. Cameron Rupp definitely deserves to be hitting fourth. He's been doing a great job for this team, so I'll bump him up. I'll bump Freddie Galvis up. That looks like an okay lineup to me. Cedric Hunter might not have that right field spot for too much longer either. It didn't look like he was hitting great. Yeah, hitting 184. We'll leave him in. He's green in happiness. That can offset some of the unhappy guys like Howard on the trading block. But anyway, let's get started. And once again, I'll try to cut around in the game. I'm recording audio a little differently today, so it should all be live commentary. It should sound a lot better than the first episode. Apologies for that. Hope everything's sorted out now, and please let me know what I can do to make this series better. But anyway, let's get started with our second game of the series. Tyler Skaggs going up against Vince Velasquez. Oh my god, is that Torrey Hunter batting third? Now I know why they're losing. Yeah, things will definitely get wacky roster-wise when guys who are not necessarily playing this year, like a Torrey Hunter, will end up getting signed as free agents, and they'll still be halfway decent since they're not that old. That might be one big reason why my team's winning. I don't have all of the random roster effects like that going on. As I make fun of Torrey Hunter, almost takes advantage. And an easy 1-2-3 inning for Velasquez. All ground balls up the middle, no strikeouts, but see what we can do on the other side. That is a double or more. Herrera is fast, and they were out of position there. The center fielder was playing way up, and the left fielder had to go all the way back for that. So it's a stand-up triple for Odubel Herrera with one out. And that helps a lot because we have the heart of the lineup coming up. Michael Franco just needs to hit it far enough, and I'll score my first run of the season as a human player. That'll do it. I hit up the middle. Not exactly what I was going for, but drives in the run. Now another good hitter, at least for this simulation season anyway. Cameron Rupp coming up. Franco with a 78 speed rating in this game. At least by the roster I downloaded. Maybe a bit high, but I will take it. Whew. Fancy double play to end the inning on me, but I still got away with a run after Herrera's triple. It's going to be a tough one for Hunter here. He gets under it. That's one thing you have to give the Phillies' entire lineup, really. Even though some of them are really bad hitters, there's a lot of good fielders there. It's something the manager, Pete Mackanin, really values. So that's why you'll see the likes of Peter Borges, Freddie Galvis, Cesar Hernandez, even though he's hitting, Cedric Hunter, Tyler Goodell now and then. Those guys get in the lineup because they can really field. And speaking of which, another 1-2-3 inning for Velazquez. Oh my god, I hope I don't get copyright flagged for that. Ryan Howard definitely just walked up to mercy. Gotta love these mods. But a 1-2-3 inning from my batters. And the first hit of the game, a liner right up the middle for Lagares, but it means their 8 and 9 hitters are coming up with a speedy guy on base. Let's see if I can take care of him. Had a feeling he'd be going, but I still threw the off-speed pitch, and it cost me. So now they have a runner in scoring position, no outs, but still 8-9-1 up right now. Should be able to get 2 outs out of it, no problem. There's one. First strikeout of the day for Velazquez. Vinny from Philly, the curveball on the outside. Now Tyler Skaggs is up. He's a pitcher from the American League, so his hitting ratings are atrocious. Galvis looks the runner back, gets the easy out, so now 2 outs with the runner on second. Ty Kelly, I'm not even sure who that is, but he'll try to knock in that runner. I'll try to put him away. Ty Kelly leading off for the Mets. He's hitting 244, it says at the bottom of the screen. I would really, if I were the Mets, maybe put in Yoenis Cespedes there, or really anyone but this guy. Like I said, I haven't heard of him. He might be real, I don't know. He might be their actual everyday leadoff hitter. Once again, as I make fun of a player, he takes advantage, but oh no! Cameron Rupp missed the tag. Man, I'm going to chalk it up to the new rules about giving a clear line to home plate as the catcher, though of course that wouldn't be in this game. Herrera had him in time. The tag animation kind of screwed me over there, but it introduces a little bit of a variable, you know, something a little different into the game, so they might not have an animation for the catcher missing applying a tag, but we can pretend that's what just happened. I can't get too mad about it. So now, first and second with 2 outs, and their number 3 hitters up, but once again, it's the inexplicably in this game Torrey Hunter. Torrey Hunter taking advantage of me, and I keep diving Peter Borges head first into that wall. He's going to get hurt if I keep doing that, but man, the more I make fun of their players, the more they get the better of me. I'm going to be very cautious from here on out. Brandon Allen should be hitting higher in their lineup because he can actually hit home runs, but he's also hitting 180, 186. So now I have a 3-run deficit, and this isn't exactly a lineup built to overcome that. I've got to really pay attention in my pitching now and not give up another run because it's already going to be tough. Alright, I put away their last batter, but we have some work to do now, and it's the bottom of my lineup coming up. Peter Borges leading us off. Borges is hitting 292 so far. That's better than real life, I have to say. If he really hit like that, he'd probably be leading off because he has wheels. 3 pitches, 3 strikes. Yep. Yeah, I was well ahead of the changeup there with Borges. And now Vinny has to help himself, hitting 375 in this simulation. He'll pop that one way up, an easy out yet again. Just heard Ain't It Fun for Cesar Hernandez. A little baffled by the walk-up music choices here, but it's entertaining for sure. Once again, hoping I don't get flagged. And bad pop-up yet again, trying to do too much with Cesar Hernandez. Travis d'Arnaud, if I remember correctly, was one of the prospects the Phillies traded away when they got Roy Halladay a few years back now. So Darno now with a chance to exact some revenge in the NL East. Gets a few opportunities a year to make the Phillies pay for ever trading him away. And I'm sure Phillies fans would have much rather, at this point, if we had traded Dominic Brown instead of Darno, but Brown at the time was always one of the untouchable prospects. He really didn't turn into anything. Darno now is a borderline all-star, a very, very good catcher. Franco has a very good defensive profile in this game. Has good range, can throw hard. He might have low throw accuracy, but I've been playing this so long that that's not really an issue for me. So Franco, just such a valuable player. Last time Herrera was up, he got a triple. Have to do something like that again to put this game back in reach. The crowd goes wild for a routine fly ball for Herrera. Crowd noise is pretty goofy in this game, but that's alright. Oh no. The checked swing by Franco, and it goes right back to the pitcher. Cameron Rupp doing a nice job hitting it right up the middle, so I get a base runner in this inning. And Rupp just keeping his reputation as one of the best hitters in this lineup alive. And Freddie Galvis keeping up his reputation as one of the worst hitters. So now through 4 innings, I believe, they're up 4-1. Yeah, through 4. 4-1 Mets. That 3-run home run by Torrey Hunter really haunting me. Franco yet again, no problem. Tyler Skaggs just took advantage. Got on with a little blooper up the middle. And that'll take care of him. An easy foul ball for Cameron Rupp to deal with. So 2 outs with the pitcher on first. But this is the part of the lineup that took advantage of me before. Alright, got through the got through the top of the 5th without any issue. Let's see if I can get some hits now. Cedric Hunter is not exactly who I would want in search of a hit. Also, he's standing a little close to the plate there. Foot's over the line, buddy. That's an ugly one. Tried to hit a home run with Ryan Howard, but it was inside on me. Ryan Howard grounding out to second. Can't say that's a new sight for me. Gorgeous Peter Borges hits it up the middle, and that could be 2 since he's got some wheels. I'll go for it. Oh yeah, Peter Borges. Since we're down 3 runs, you really have to give it everything right now. So Peter Borges is absolutely going for 2. I forgot it was my pitcher. They're going to go right after Velazquez. But a hit for him could start to even things back up. A hit's going to score a run with Borges on base. Oh, a little dribbler back to the pitcher. Velazquez can't quite outrun it. He almost had it, to be honest. It was a bang-bang play. Good effort by Velazquez, but not quite enough speed. And I can't believe I'm going to have to pitch around Torrey Hunter here, but after seeing how far he was hitting it, I'm not going to give him anything to hit. Basically intentionally walking him there. The unintentional, intentional walk. And as I say it, Mike Krukow says it. I have played this game too much. See if I can double him up. Herrera's got an arm. Nah, I don't think I've ever doubled someone up on that, the routine pop fly in this game, but I think I've tried about 1,000,000 times. Galvis to Hernandez to Howard. The 4-6-3 double play. Excuse me, 6-4-3 double play. Very nice way to get out of the inning there. So Going into the bottom of the 6th, and I need runs, but top of my order's up. And now I heard all about that base for Cesar Hernandez. I am pretty sure that's not his actual walk-up music. Easy out there. Man, there's just no one in this lineup I really like to hit with. Like, playing this game in years past, having the likes of Chase Utley, a young Ryan Howard, Jimmy Rollins, there were just so many hitters I liked using. Right now, I do like Hernandez, or excuse me, I like Odubel Herrera. Something about his heat zones is nice. I don't really like Franco's heat zones. I like those inside pitches, and he does not. But now we have a speedy runner on first. Our best hitter in the lineup up. I'm not going to do anything stupid. Not going to try to steal with him. But in the sixth, really consider it. But no, I can't screw up Franco's chances here by stealing second. Oh no, Franco with the 3-pitch strikeout. That's on me. Man, they're not really showing Cameron Rupp anything to hit. Ah, I thought I had a hit there. Very nice job by the anonymous Tim Kelly, I think his name was. And that might have been my best chance I'll have to score a run. And I think this is their 8th hitter. So if I can get him out, I might be able to get a pitcher other than Skaggs for the next couple of innings. Because they won't want to bat Skaggs in the 8th, I'd imagine. Galvis. Great turn there. So 1, 2, 3 inning, 3 ground outs, and I need a hit so badly. I have a feeling that's going to be the catchphrase of at least the first season of this series. Needing a hit after giving up a stupid home run. I don't even know how I do it, but I'm continually late on Skaggs' changeup. He throws a fast changeup, but that's just bad batting by me. Galvis legging that grounder to right field out, barely able to make it. He's a fast runner too. Now we have 1 on, no outs. Cedric Hunter's up. Might look around, see if I have anyone better against lefties than him. I hate to do it, but Darren Ruff's coming up. We'll put Tyler Goodell in the field next inning because I do not want Darren Ruff at corner outfield. Though technically he can play corner outfield, it's ugly when he does, but we need a run right now. Darren Ruff does his job and gets the hit, not making the first out of the inning at third base. So first and second with no outs. And Darren Ruff's slow, so I think I'll put Tyler Goodell in for him right now. So now Goodell and Galvis are on base, and Ryan Howard's at the plate. This is a very good situation for me. Ryan Howard! Oh, I love you so much, Ryan Howard. He hit a home run yesterday in Velazquez's dominant performance, and hitting a home run to help out Velazquez in the simulation as well. And that's what happens when you put your faith in the big man, let him bat against a lefty. Even after seeing his normal platoon mate Darren Ruff getting a hit ahead of him, the big man answers the call, evens things up with a big home run there. I'm very happy for Ryan Howard, very happy that went down the way it did, and we're all knotted up in the 7th. I look like an idiot sliding into first there. I thought they were going for the second baseman would run to the base and try to tag Borges, and the slide's the right idea. But no, with the toss, it just makes me look dumb. Velazquez hasn't thrown too many pitches. We're knotted up in the bottom of the 7th. Do I trust someone from the bullpen enough? See how guys have been throwing. Man, Russell's throwing great. Hinojosa's doing a good job. It looks like Hernandez has really lowered his ERA since he's become a setup man instead of the closer. Neris is doing a good job. I'm going to put both setup men warming up right now, and we'll see if we need a righty or a lefty next inning. And we're going to bat someone else instead. So we'll pinch hit with 1 out. I think Blanco's our best hitter on the bench now. You know what? It's Carlos Ruiz, and I'll take it. If Ryan Howard's getting a big hit, it's only fair that the other old man on the team, Carlos Ruiz, gets his chance. And it pays off. Ruiz, that's a double for sure. Would be a triple if it was Blanco maybe, but I'm happy with a stand-up double from Carlos Ruiz. My pinch hitting has really paid off. I'm really glad when doing a little bit of managing actually works in this game. Now runners at the corners with 1 out, and it makes me wish a little bit that I brought in Burris to run for Ruiz. It might have been a run, but the bench is getting really thin now after all my pinch hitting. And Skaggs is getting the riot act from the manager there. Let's see if Herrera can knock in the go-ahead run. If Herrera gets a hit, we go ahead, but it's rough right now with a man on first. Oh, Ruiz is running home on this one. It's going to be a play at the plate for sure. Carlos Ruiz gets the go-ahead run. Odubel Herrera, the sac fly to right. They didn't even try. They saw the speedy runner on first. So now former Philly Antonio Bastardo is coming in with the Mets down a run and Maikel Franco up in the bottom of the 7th. Oh, the strikeout looking, the high outside slider. Was not expecting that. But now we are up by a run. I want to see if I can check who's coming up on the other side. So Dup's their pitcher spot, and Kelly, who I believe was a righty, and Cespedes, who is he a switch hitter? I can never remember if guys are lefties or righties, to be honest. Let's bring in. You know what? We'll throw the trust behind David Hernandez. He's done a good job since he's become our setup man. And they will bring in a right-handed pinch hitter. Yeah, we've got 3 righties coming up, so bringing on the righty was actually the right call there. I knew Kelly was a righty, and Cespedes is actually just a righty, not a switch hitter. So let's see if Hernandez can safely get us through the 8th. There's 1 out, and defensive replacement Tyler Goodell getting one that I don't think Darren Ruff would have got. Hernandez has some good velocity. It makes sense that the Phillies tried him out as the first closer on the team. And I'm really enjoying pitching as him so far. He's got a very nice curveball as well. Very easy to throw in this game. And I get the strikeout with it on Kelly. So now 2 outs in the 8th. If I can get 1 more, then it'll just be down to the closer putting it away. It'll be tough, but Herrera's got the wheels, so that's 1, 2, 3. And we will adjust our bullpen. James Russell can take a seat, and that means Dalie Hinojosa can get warmed up and maybe save this one for us. Rupp doing a nice job. I briefly considered leaving in Ruiz for the rest of the game just to spell Cameron Rupp, but Rupp's just such a valuable hitter to us. Not something you would expect, but it's really hard to take him out of the lineup just because he's one of the best hitters on the team, at least in this simulation.
He's hitting .235 with 2 home runs and 10 pickoff attempts.
Oh, geez. That was a wacky animation. Why would you even be trying to pick off Cameron Rupp? He's not going anywhere, I can assure you. Breaking the Chase Utley rule, sliding right into their shortstop there. Ruben Tejada having nightmares somewhere in Kansas City. Yeah, that was blatant, but that game came out a little before the rule. So the double play there, but a little bit entertaining. Mike Krutko noting that you hate to see this guy come up as the manager. I'm not sure if they mean for the opposing manager hating his speed or for me hating his lack of batting abilities. Tyler Goodell, the Rule 5 draft pick, I believe from Tampa. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. Easy out there. Now it's time to bring in the closer. See if making Hernandez my closer pays off here. Let's see what he throws. A fastball, a pretty good slider, and a bad changeup. Ooh, it's not a very fast fastball either. And this is Torrey Hunter, who had been pitching around since his big 3-run home run well earlier in the game. 2 strikes on him early is a good sign, though. Can pitch around him some more now. Hit it right past Cesar Hernandez there. Not an easy one, so a man on first, and Torrey Hunter's got 86 speed in this game, which is patently ridiculous, but I'll allow it. As I make fun of Torrey Hunter's speed, now I'm just sure he's going to steal a base on me. Oh, got the out, got the speedy lead runner there, but he took out Galvis with the slide. And I'm lucky there's no injury added on there. So 1 out, former Philly prospect Travis d'Arnaud at the dish, looking for the double play with a couple of slow runners. Didn't want to go after the lead runner there, and honestly I thought he caught it in the air. So 2 outs, man on second, the captain's up. This is just how the Mets would want this to go. This is just how I would want it to go. Let's see if Dahlia Hinojosa can get the save in the big situation. Oh no, hit it up the middle. Can Herrera make up for his mistake earlier? Yes! Herrera to Rupp to get the potential tying runner. Wow, what a high stakes way to end it. Herrera throwing the frozen rope into Rupp, and he applies the tag, really making up for his missed tag earlier. So Hinojosa, wearing number 94 and looking nothing like himself on the field, picks up the save. Vince Velasquez gets the win even after the 3-run home run because Ryan Howard hit the 3-run homer of his own. Tyler Skaggs gets the loss after giving up that big 7th inning to the likes of Ryan Howard and Carlos Ruiz, who also added a hit there. Darren Ruff as well, so very enjoyable game for me. I had a lot of fun playing it. I think that'll do it for this episode. I'm not going to do any more sim stuff. We'll worry about that in the next one. If you have any advice, players I should target maybe, players in my minors I should bring up, let me know. If you have any technical advice, if this one sounded better, worse, any changes I should make, let me know about that as well. And thank you for watching.